Hello and welcome to Joyful Strength and Stretch with me, Dana. Today I wanted to do a flow just to help you get going if you're feeling less than energetic or to help you relieve stress. Whatever you need today, I just hope you walk away feeling better. If you have yoga blocks, you don't have to have them, but if you do, I encourage you to grab them or anything that kind of looks like a yoga block that could support you. And we'll get started. We'll start on our backs today. Lay all the way down. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Place your left hand on your belly and your right hand on your chest. I just want you to feel that subtle rise of your chest and your abdomen when you breathe in. And then feel that drop when you let it all out. Let's repeat that inhale through your nose. And then let it all out. Again, breathe in. And let it all out. Let your breathing return to a normal pace. You can leave your hands here or you can just open your palms to your side. There's power in just stopping and breathing. It just helps us get settled, helps slow our racing mind. And from here, just draw your knees into your chest. I want you to give yourself a hug. Feel where your lower back makes contact with the floor. And just hold it here. You can rock back and forth. Just play around with this. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and come to your bottom. And this is where you can use a block if this is just not a comfortable position for you. If you have really tight hips, which we're going to work on today, you can elevate yourself by sitting on the block. Make it a little bit more comfortable. Just sit nice and tall. Kind of feel yourself rooted into the floor. But we're trying to make ourselves as tall as we can. With our ears tucked over our shoulders are tucked over our hips. Bringing those shoulders back and down. We're training ourselves for good posture. I want you to take a breath in, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Breathe in. Exhale, let it all out. And then reach out, let your arms go as wide as they can. Give yourself a big hug. Take note of which arm you have stacked on top. Because now we're going to expand, and then you're going to repeat your hug, the opposite arm on top. Release the arms. We're going to do a little side stretch to your left side first. So with that supporting hand, just have a slight bend in the elbow. Let that arm reach up and then over as you feel this side of your body staying rooted on the ground. And then repeat. Other side. And return to center. Switch whatever leg you have in front just so we can feel even. We're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring those arms around and behind you. So you can either just kind of fold them on your lower back here, which that's a nice stretch when you bring those shoulders back and down. Or if you want to clasp the fingers together behind you, straighten the arms. And also just feel an opening in the heart space. And release. Inhale, reach it up. And then as you exhale, I want you to open up to your right side. Let that back hand press into the ground to support you. And then twist from the ribs up. Like you're wringing out a dirty wash rag. And then release. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, repeat it on the other side. And release. As I mentioned earlier, today we're going to pay special attention to our hips, just getting things loosened up. So we tend to be very, very tight, especially as Americans. We sit in chairs, we sit in cars, we sit on couches, and that can make our hips really, really tight. I used to have a job where I spent hours in my car every day commuting, and then I sat during my job. So I would get really, really tight in my hips. And my husband knew as soon as I got home, I was like, I've got to do yoga. I've got to stretch it out. And it just helped me feel a whole lot better. So in this position, we're just going to kind of lean forward. You can put your hands on the ground. And you're just going to slowly crawl forward. Just make this your own. We're just kind of warming up here. Should feel a little opening in the hip area. Just lean over as far as you want to go. All right, go ahead and walk it back. And then we're going to switch those legs around again. So bring the opposite leg in front. And then we're going to repeat our little crawl forward. All right, walk it back. I want you to find your way to tabletop position. Bring those wrists just under the shoulders, your knees are just under your hips, and your legs are about hip distance apart. With a nice neutral spine, just gonna look at the floor. And then as you inhale, I want you to draw the belly down, arch the back, open the heart area, look forward. And then as you exhale, we're going to move in the opposite direction. So bring that belly button up toward the ceiling. Tuck your chin and your tailbone. We call this cat pose because you look like you're a cat ready to pounce. And then now we're going to move through that with the breathing. So inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Cool. From here, tuck those toes under. And we're going to just lift your hips up and over. Bring those ears between your arms. Nice little downward facing dog here. And if you prefer not to go upside down, you can do child's pose, which is basically this. So whatever you prefer. You can pedal those feet, so straighten one leg, bend the other, alternating back and forth. Now stand on the tippy toes, and then bring those heels toward the mat. And now I want you to bend your knees, and you're going to look at your hands, and then walk yourself forward. From here, slowly roll it up. And now, we're at the top of our mat, standing in a nice mountain position. So thinking of alignment here, got everything stacked on top of each other. So our shoulders are back and down. Pressing those feet into the floor. And then we're going to breathe in and reach it up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up about halfway. And then exhale, bring it down. We're going to go ahead and just come back up, swan dive those arms, and then exhale, bring them back to your heart. All right, we're going to repeat that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands down. We're going to step back into the plank pose. So we're standing sideways, so we still have everything stacked on top of each other, but now we're horizontal. Find a lift between your shoulder blades. If you need to come to your knees, you can. But still keep that nice alignment. Now come to the knees, everybody. And then squeezing those arms towards your body, you're just going to lower yourself down with control. All right, press the top of the feet into the floor. Just do a little lift here. Arch the back. And then release it. Come all the way through all fours. We're going to come back to our downward facing dog. Hold it here for a few breaths. And then from here, take whatever leg is closest and then bring it forward. For me, this is my left leg. And then bring that back knee down. This is where we can use some blocks. So I'm going to grab my blocks really quick. If you need to do that as well, feel free. So as you can see, I'm just making my arms longer. I was born a human and not a monkey, so my arms don't touch the floor here. So this is an awesome stretch for the hips. They're squared in the direction of that bent knee. This is something on a car trip. I've been in the car for a really long time and we stop at a rest stop or something. I'll stop and do a lunge, although I won't put my knee on the nasty ground. But here we're going to keep our knee down. Just feel that stretch. Draw the navel into the spine. Then I want you to bring your hips back and just kind of find a forward fold over that leg as we're straightening it. And then we're going to move through it with the breath. So as you inhale, we're going to bring it back to our lunge. Exhale, bring it back to our half split. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Stop right here again. Okay. From here, I want you to reach up with your opposite arm. So my left knee is in front, so I have my right arm up. And then you're going to lean in the direction of the bent leg, but to your side. So I'm leaning to my left side. You should feel that a little bit deeper in the front of your hip. All right, and then release it. Go ahead and come to the ball of your back foot. Just for fun, we'll just hold it here. You can lift that upper body, finding some balance. Keeping that knee above the ankle. And then exhale, bring it down. Come to your knees. Excuse me, baby girl. I'm gonna move my blocks to this side because I'm about to be doing the same thing in the opposite direction. So come to our downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk it up. Now we're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Make your way to the opposite side. Mountain pose. Take a breath in and reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Find some extension in the spine. We're trying to separate our vertebrae or create some space in there. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step to plank. Either on your knees or on the balls of your feet. Hold it here. Now you have a choice. You can come to your knees and then lower yourself down as we did earlier. Or you can shift your body forward here. Lower yourself halfway down using our tricep muscles. Tops of the feet on the mat, and then we're just gonna open the heart space. Upward facing dog. And if you're on the ground, you can do a cobra, which is just that little lift here. From here, bring it all the way through all fours. Downward facing dog. And I want you to take the opposite knee of the one you used earlier. Draw it into your chest. And then we're going to come to a lunge position. Go ahead and lower that back knee down. And grab the blocks if you want to use them. Or your books or whatever it is you want to use. And hold it here, feel the stretch. If y'all have some peaceful music that just kind of helps you get in the zone, feel free to play that during the practice. I usually do, but for the sake of recording, I don't have it playing. But it just kind of helps with the mood. All right, go ahead and shift those hips back, forward fold over that leg. And now we're going to move through it with our breathing. So inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time each way. Exhale. All right, let's find that lunge again. Hold it here. And again, we're going to take the opposite arm to our ear. This time I have my right leg in front, so I'm going to bring my left arm up. And then do a little lean toward the right side or the left side. And release it. Go ahead and come to the ball of the back foot. Nice little lunge here. And then if you want to work on that balance a little more, bring that upper body up. Hold it and breathe. And then go ahead and bring it down. Bring that knee behind you. You can move the blocks out of your way. And then I want you to bring your knees and your toes together. Keep your toe going back and your fingers forward. We're all going to do a child's pose together. You can make this your own. You can reach those fingertips in front of you, or you can just rest your forehead on the mat and then bring your arms to your side. Go ahead and bring it up. We're going to come back to our bottom, facing me. We're going to get into those hips a little more. I want you to take this leg, which should be your left leg. I want you to take the foot and bring it to the opposite hip here. I don't know how well y'all can see this. And then you can keep this leg here bent. Bring it over your knee. Bent, or Stack the knees. Putting equal weight on both sides of your bottom here. You can hold your feet, unless that grosses you out. Otherwise, you can come here. And then if you want to take it a little deeper, hinge forward. Not forcing anything. Listen to your body, but at the same time, are giving it a little challenge. Feel free to pause this and hold these poses a little bit longer. Okay, go ahead and bring the upper body back to neutral. While we're here, we may as well do a little twist. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, twist to your right side. Keeping that spine nice and tall as you rotate it. Looking over the shoulder. Exhale, untwist. We're going to switch our legs around. So this time, it should be your right leg. Bring that foot to the opposite hip here. And then do whatever you want with this top leg. From here, here, or here. Take a moment just to kind of settle into it. We're continuing our intentional breathing. It's really key to helping our body kind of tap into that parasympathetic nervous system, which is where we rest and digest and heal. A lot of us live in the sympathetic, which is fight or flight. So any chance we can to kind of tap into this kind of less stressed system, help us calm down, it's really great. If you want to lean forward, you can. Just make this your own. Come back to our neutral spine. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, twist to the left side. And release. Go ahead and bring that leg over and bring the bottoms of your feet together out in front of you. And then these knees are turned out. You can make this more challenging by bringing your legs closer to your body, or you can bring them further away. And then, again, make this your own. This might feel great. Nice little stretch here. You can kind of gently tug on the inside of the knees here. Or you can put your hands on kind of your feet, holding on, and then let your elbows kind of press down as you lean forward. Hopefully your feet don't stink. Bringing your nose in the direction of your toes. This is also a nice stretch to do on your back, and I'll just show it to you. We're not going to actually do it today, but turn it to the side, and then just kind of laying here, and then gravity is just going to help kind of stretch the hips. Okay, moving on. We're going to do a pigeon pose, so I'm going to show you two variations. Since I'm on my back, I'll go ahead and show you this variation. So I'm taking, since I'm mirroring you, this would be the left leg. Cross it over. And then just turning that knee out. You grab this ankle on the top of this other leg here, kind of the top of the knee, and your foot is flexed. And then you can slowly just grab that supporting leg and draw it to your body. And this is a great hip stretch. Or if you want gravity to help out a little bit more, again, just honor wherever you are today, because we all have tight hips. I'm going to do this version, starting in a lunge position. You're going to walk your foot to the opposite side of the mat, and then just place the leg down. Notice how my hips are squared toward the mat. And then just lower yourself down. You could even put a block right here, which I'm not going to show you, but you can kind of sit on the block and do this pose. And then to take it deeper, you can reach forward, come into your forearms, or even straightening them all the way. This is probably one of my favorite poses. It feels so good. Hold it and breathe. And again, if you want to pause it and hold this longer, you can. Of course, the longer you hold it, the deeper it gets into the tissues there. I'm going to leave that up to you today. Hold this for just a few more breaths. Okay. Now, if you're doing my version, go ahead and just walk your hands back to your body. And if you're doing the legging version, just go ahead and come out of that. I'm going to switch sides. Come into my lunge pose, and I'm walking my foot to the opposite side. Go ahead and set up here. I'm just being gentle. Don't say that enough. That's one of the most important things, because we're doing this to take care of our bodies. I'm not trying to force it to do anything it doesn't want to do, but the more you do this with gentleness and intention and tuning in, the more you'll be able to do next time. Go ahead and find your version. Just hold it for a few breaths. Just use this time to check in with your breathing. Breathing down into our bellies. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and come out of this. Bring that back leg forward, or just stay on your back if you're doing the reclined version. Now everybody come to your back. We're going to do a fun little pose called Happy Baby. So you might want to watch me first if you've never done this before. So the jacket's all crazy. Okay, bring your knees into your chest. Hold it here first. And now you're going to turn your knees out and grab. You can either grab your legs or grab your feet. Just whatever is more available to you. And then once you're here, you're going to bring the feet out so that they're parallel with the ceiling. And then bringing those knees toward the body. So make this your own. You can play around with it. I mean, it's called Happy Baby because when you look at babies, you can see them kind of just playing around with their legs. So just do whatever you want here. You can hold it. All right, go ahead and bring those feet back together. Bring your knees together. And then place your feet on the floor. And I want you to windshield wiper your legs, bring the knees in, just alternating back and forth. Come back to this little hug here, bringing your knees in. And now I want you to extend the left leg out. You can either keep it bent or straight. Hold it here first. And then bring it to the opposite side. Extend the right arm. Find a little twist. Go ahead and come back to neutral. Now hug the left knee in. Extend the right leg. And now bring it to the right side. Extend the left arm out straight. Okay, come back to neutral. Hug it in one more time. And now I want you to find a nice, comfortable position. You can keep your knees up, let your knees rest against each other with wide feet, or you can extend them out straight. Open your palms to your side. Close your eyes. We're just taking some time to be still and let everything settle. Just focusing on our breathing. Taking those nice deep belly breaths. And then with each exhale, just release any tension you may be holding on to. You can pause it here and hold it. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a good day.